Your Honor,
Yes.
Jamie left a note saying that 2 tickets needed a state offer. Did you want me to call Zachary or you're fine?
I think I'll handle it. I'll let you know if we need them.
Okay.
Cortez Credit, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Your sound. Are you lying?
Yeah, my sound down?
Are you lying down in bed, Mr. Credit?
Yeah, I'm up now.
Okay. Are you clothed, Mr. Credit? Do you have on clothes?
Okay, good.
Say that again?
Do you have on clothes appropriate for court?
No, I'm putting on my shirt.
Okay, Mr. Credit, I'll place you in the waiting room so that you can get properly attired and situated to handle the business, okay?
All right.
We'll bring in Mitchell Cantrell. Mitchell Cantrell, can you hear me? Mitchell Cantrell.
I will need a copy of Cantrell's paperwork filed, Your Honor.
Does she need me to send her anything? Like,
She probably need you to send her a copy of it. She said she needs a copy of the file. You gotta send the document.
For Mitchell Cantrell, you'll need a copy of the investigation report, the complaint, and any lab analysis.
Hello, good morning, Madam Clerk.
Good morning.
Good morning. There's also a SP 1112452, count 1. That's on the offer. If I can get a copy of that ticket as well, please.
Okay.
Bradfield, who is that case number associated with?
Cantrell.
Okay, that's not on the docket. So Madam Clerk, see if that case number is closed.
Okay.
Brad Coffey, can you hear me? Brad Coffey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Coffey, are you lying on the floor?
Yes.
Do you want to get into a position where you can conduct the business of the court, please? Mitchell Cantrell, can you hear me? Okay, this is People versus Brad Coffey, case number SP 1091239, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, driving while unlicensed, case number SP 1128131, driving while license never required. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. SP 1150223, count 1, driving while license not valid. Count 2, SX 28094161, no operator's license on person. Mr. Coffey, can you state your name for the record, please?
Say that again.
Can you state your name for the record, please?
Brad Coffey.
Mr. Coffey, I must inform you that you have a right to be physically present in a courtroom for this hearing. Do you want to continue today over Zoom, or would you like an opportunity to be physically in a courtroom?
Like an opportunity to be physical, finish it on Zoom. And I took some money down there a couple days ago.
Mr.
And paid some tickets.
Mr. Coffey, let me be clear about your answer. So my question was, do you want to continue today over Zoom, or do you want an opportunity to be physically present in a courtroom?
Zoom.
Okay. Also on the call, Mr. Coffey, is defense attorney Daphne Bradfield. She's here to give you legal advice and negotiate plea deals on your behalf. Would you like to use her services today? If the court imposes a cost for her services, it would be no more than $25.
Yes.
Ms. Bradfield, what is the plea offer the people have made?
The plea offer is if he were to plead, just one second. Give me just 1 second, Your Honor. The plea offer, if he was to plead to SP 1150223, it would be amended to failure to display. And if he were to plead to count 2, it will be amended to improper plates. Everything else will be dismissed. There is a state matter for no ops that need addressing as well.
That can be discussed as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, I sent Mr. Coffey and the attorney to a breakout room. The bond.
I can't hear you. I ain't hear nothing you said.
Madam Clerk, did you hear what I said?
No, it was like
No, I
in and
couldn't hear
out.
you.
Okay.
I couldn't hear you.
Madam Clerk, there's some background noise in the courtroom. I think it's causing interference with hearing. So.
Is the fan on, Drake?
I don't think it's a thing.
I don't think it's a fan. Let me turn. It's nothing going on in the courtroom, Your Honor. Let me turn it up just a tad bit to see if that'll help you guys.
Yeah. Sometimes if there's a lot of movement by the clerk's desk because there are microphones around there, it'll pick up on the microphones.
Okay, I'll put myself on mute until you need me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Madam Clerk, if you can see if on Mr. Coffey's cases, if there are any outstanding bonds or reinstatement fees, please.
Okay, I'll check that.
Thank you.
And I just got one. Okay, I'll wait.
Join the breakout room so you can speak with your attorney.
This the breakout room?
Join the breakout room so that you can speak with your attorney.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Madam Clerk.
Okay, on the other defendant, Contrell, that case was closed. Oh, Daphne gone. I'll wait till she come back.
No, that's fine. I can inform her when she comes back. It's closed.
Okay. That case is closed, and the operating while visually impaired, I have to call for that file because it's not in the courtroom.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Cantrell, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Hello?
I can hear you, Mr. Cantrell. Just
Okay,
hold the line. I'm going to place you in the waiting room while we get your file ready, okay?
okay. Thank you.
I'm going to bring in Marcel Kendrick. All right, Mr. Kendrick, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have your attorney here. Attorney Docs, are you ready? If you can unmute yourself.
And Mr. Docs.
Attorney Docs, you'll need to unmute your device so that we can hear you. Okay, Mr. Kendrick, I'll have to wait until your attorney re-enters. He may be on another call, so I'll bring you back momentarily, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, Mr. Toussaint, who are you here on again?
Hold on, Judge. Judge, I'm here on Mr. Anthony Carroll.
Let me bring him in. Let me get his audio connected. Send him another chat to connect his audio.
I'm gonna text him myself. Judge, I like that you have signs now.
It helps. Okay, Mr. Toussaint, I'm going to place your client in the waiting room really briefly while I put this on the record, okay?
That's fine. Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Bradfield, are you ready on Mr. Coffey?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is People versus Brad Coffey. Counsel, how are we proceeding for arraignment? How are we proceeding?
Good morning, Your Honor. Daphne Bradfield, P70578 on behalf of Mr. Coffey. For purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for a reading.
Over enter plea of not guilty.
Thank you, Your Honor. He would like to enter a guilty plea and accept the people's recommendation, and that is a plea. Just 1 second, Your Honor.
Failure to display proper plate.
Yes, for P1150223, count 1 and 2. And everything else to be dismissed, Your Honor.
Mr. Coffey, if you can raise your right hand, I will swear you in. Swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
True.
You can lower. And your name for the record?
Brad Coffey.
Mr. Coffey, it's my understanding you wish to waive your trial rights and tender a plea of guilty pursuant to the plea offer. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you give up your trial rights, which include the right to have the prosecutor prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to testify at your trial, have witnesses appear on your behalf. You give up the right to be silent at your trial, not have your silence used against you, and you give up your right to an automatic appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you are currently on probation or parole, tendering a plea of guilty could impact your status? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything other than the plea offer to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Sir, I draw your attention back to January 5th, 2021, 9:34 in the evening. Were you operating a 2010 Dodge near Livernois in the city of Detroit?
Say that again.
I'll draw your attention back to January 5th, 2021, 9:34 in the evening. Were you operating a 2010 Dodge near Livernois in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you doing so while your license was not valid at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that vehicle uninsured at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Court is as well satisfied, will accept the guilty plea, will amend the charges to a failure to display an improper plate, will dismiss the remaining matters pursuant to the plea offer.
We shall stipulate proper cause, Your Honor.
Those matters are dismissed. Counsel, anything you would like to say in your client's behalf?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is currently unemployed. He was injured in an automobile accident. We would like to ask community service at a site that he'll be able to handle, I guess, least physical labor as possible.
Mr. Coffey, anything you would like to say on your own behalf?
No, ma'am.
Madam Clerk, are there any reinstatement fees and/or bonds associated with Mr. Coffey's cases?
No, Your Honor. Well, there's no bond money associated with him, but I will have to double check on the reinstatement fees. I was just looking for bonds.
Thank you. Can you check on the reinstatement fees, please, so we can inform him if he owes those?
Okay, I sure will.
Thank you. Mr. Coffey, your fines and costs on the two matters that you pled guilty to would have included a $25 fine on each, $190 on each, and then a $25 attorney fee. $455 is the total amount of money due, or if you would like community service, that will translate to 30 hours of community service. Do you have a pen and paper?
How much would I have to pay if I take it to court? Take it down there?
$455.
Okay. And after that, what I do after that?
You would pay the money, and if there are any reinstatement fees, and we'll find out soon enough in a moment if there are any reinstatement fees. And then you would have to ask the Secretary of State to reinstate your privileges. Do you want to pay the fines and costs, or do you want community service?
I'm gonna pay the fines and costs.
Okay. Give me one moment and I can tell you how much you have in reinstatement fees, okay? Madam Clerk is looking for that now.
Okay.
Your Honor, he has 2 reinstatement fees, one on the XX ticket and one on the 18th ticket, the 2018 ticket.
There are no other reinstatement fees on any of the other matters?
No, just those 2 matters.
Okay. So your total fines and costs, that would be $455 plus 90, $545. Are you able to pay that?
$545. I'm able to get up on it. Yes.
Okay. And when can you have that paid off?
Probably this week or probably next week.
Okay. So I'll give you 2 weeks to pay. Is that sufficient?
Probably 3 weeks.
Okay. Can you have it paid off by May 21st?
May 21st. Yes. How much? 545, right?
$545. You can have that paid off by May 21st?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can pay it online at the 36th District Court website. You can visit the DivDat payment kiosk. There is one outside of 36th District Court, or you can pay over the phone. Do you need the telephone number? Ms. Bradford, do you have the telephone?
Yeah.
No, not Andy.
I'm sorry.
I have it, Your Honor.
Okay. Can you relay it, please?
Okay. The pay by phone number is 1855.
Hold on 1 second. I was looking for a pen.
Okay.
1 second.
Let me know when you're ready.
1 second. Is one of your purse? One second. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, it's 1855-798-1547.
Okay.
Mr. Coffey,
Yes.
do you have any questions?
So once I go pay that off, where I go down to Secretary of State and try to get my license?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Anything else, Mr. Coffey?
that's it. Thank you for helping me.
Have a great day. Stay safe.
You too.
Let's see if Mr. Carroll is connected. Mr. Carroll, can you hear me? Okay, he's trying. So I'm going to leave him in the courtroom so he can figure that out while I bring in some other defendants. Mr. Dox, are you there?
Good morning.
Now hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Give me one moment. I'll call the case. This is People versus Anthony Carroll, case U-582-50320, charges solicitation. This matter is set for a pretrial. Mr. Toussaint, can I get your appearance and P number for the record, please?
You can, Your Honor. May it please this most honorable court, Benson J. Toussaint, P58609, on behalf of Mr. Anthony Carroll, who is present today by Zoom and consents to having his hearing heard by Zoom today.
Okay. And Mr. Carroll, can I get your name for the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. My name is Anthony Carroll.
Thank you. This matter is set for a pretrial. Ms. Horn, I believe this is a city matter. Can I get your appearance and P number for the record, please? I'm sorry, the courtroom is muted.
Good morning. Tamika Horn on behalf of the people, P70301.
Have the people made a plea offer on this matter?
I believe the offer would be disorderly conduct. I'm not sure if that's in the file, Madam Clerk.
Here it is.
And yes, that's correct, Your Honor. We did make an offer of disorderly conduct.
Mr. Toussaint, do you need to speak with your client?
No, Your Honor. At the last hearing, I spoke with Ms. Horn regarding possibility of Mr. Carroll getting into the mental health court. However, I spoke with Mr. Horn's therapist, Mr. Carroll's therapist, and Mr. Carroll has been receiving treatment. Spoke with Mr. Carroll regarding both options, and Mr. Carroll decided that he would take the disorderly conduct.
Okay. Mr. Carroll, if you can raise your right hand, I will swear you in. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand. And your name for the record?
Anthony Carroll.
Mr. Carroll, it's my understanding you wish to waive your trial rights and tender a plea of guilty pursuant to the plea offer. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Do you
Yes.
understand that by pleading guilty, you give up your trial rights, which include the right to have the prosecutor prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt? You give up the right to testify at your trial, have witnesses appear on your behalf. You give up the right to be silent at your trial, not have your silence used against you. And you give up your right to an automatic appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that if you are currently on probation or parole, tendering a plea of guilty could impact your status? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything other than this plea offer to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, I draw your attention back to October 13th, 2020, 7:48 in the morning. Sir, did you were you in the city of Detroit at that date and time?
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
And did you offer another individual money or something of value in exchange for sex or sexual services?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
I'm so
Guilty, Your
satisfied,
Honor.
Your Honor. Thank you.
The court is well satisfied, will accept the guilty plea, will amend that charge to a disorderly conduct. Counsel, anything you would like to say on your client's behalf?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is seeing a therapist, Alicia Scherer, SCHER, at the development centers. I do have a letter from her. He's been treatment for some years now. He is his clinical therapist. She's indicated that he's been attending the development center North Central campus since July 28th, 2020. He was diagnosed with bipolar related disorder due to medical condition with maniac or hypomaniac episodes, anxiety disorder, sexual dysfunction, and adult sexual abuse by non-spouse or non-partner. He is currently in treatment. He is receiving medication. This is a situation I indicated to Mr. Carroll that he's going to have to deal with and live with for all of his life. Known this young man for a number of years. And I'm hoping that this treatment works out for Mr. Carroll, and praying that Mr. Carroll, is able to not conduct himself in this manner that gets him into court. So Mr. Carroll has been, getting treatment for it. So I'm just requesting a fine in this matter.
Thank you. Mr. Carroll, anything you would like to say prior to the court imposing sentence? You don't have to if you don't want to, and if you choose not to, the court would not hold that against you.
Just, Your Honor, I've just been in treatment for this situation. I'm trying to get better. I seek counseling every 2 weeks in the matter, and I take medication for my moods and my outbursts, and it's been helping some. The doctor, she's increased my medication after this incident, so I haven't had any issues since then, since I've been on the medication. So I'm just trying to get better.
Okay. So in light that you are currently in treatment to remedy or to manage your diagnosis, the court will waive the fine and impose a mandatory court cost of $190. Counsel, is your client able to pay that, or do we need community service?
Your Honor, my client can pay that. I do have the pay by phone number if he needs to pay by phone today. I believe Mr. Carroll can take care of this.
And you can pay this today, Mr. Carroll, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor, I can.
Just pay it by the close of business and it's $190, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anything else for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you very much. Good to see you, and stay safe and stay well.
Everyone stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye, Your Honor.
I was going to tell you, Judge, I got up and ran today, so
Oh, good.
signed up for some virtual 5Ks, and I got a 10K coming up.
I gotta get back on. I just started getting back into a routine, so I might be joining you.
Right.
Good to see you, Counsel. Keep me
Always good to see you. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor. What was the fine for Mr. Anthony Carroll?
190.
No fine, just the court cost of $190.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, did you need anything else for the moment?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll just be bouncing on the floor.
I'm bringing William Christmas. One moment, Mr. Christmas, person on the iPhone, can you hear me? Okay. This is People versus William Christmas, case number SP 864246, count 1, misdemeanor, count 2, improper plates, case number U39335117, violation of the marijuana ordinance. Mr. Christmas, can you state your name for the record, please?
William Christmas.
Mr. Christmas, your matters are set for trial today at 8:35 a.m. Your issuing officers, that being Daryl Bennett and Henry Wakey, have both failed to appear for your trials. It is now 9:19 a.m., so the court will dismiss your matters without prejudice for failure of the officer to appear. Without prejudice means that the people can reissue these tickets if they so choose to, but for right now, they are dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, give me one moment and let me see if you have any reinstatement fees. Okay, you posted a bond, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, the court will apply the bond to the reinstatement fees and you'll receive a refund. The refund will be mailed back to you at the address you gave at the time that you posted your bond. Has your address changed?
No.
Okay, so expect the bond refund in a few weeks, okay?
All right.
Have any questions, sir?
What do I do next step as far as getting my license? I don't know.
So it'll take about 3 days, 3 business days for the court to apply the bond. And it'll take between 7 and 10 days for the Secretary of State to receive the clearance. So give it about 10 days before you contact the Secretary of State to reinstate your privileges, okay?
Okay.
Anything else, Mr. Christmas?
No, that's all.
That concludes your matter. You have a great day. You stay safe.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Gentleman on the iPhone, can you hear me? Okay, Madam Clerk, did you get Mitchell Cantrell's case?
Yes, I faxed the ticket over to Attorney Bradfield. Because, okay, there was no other information regarding him.
Okay.
Okay.
What about the other count?
It's closed.
Okay.
Hello?
Versus Mitchell Cantrell, case SP 111245531, charges operating while visibly impaired. Mr. Cantrell, can you state your name for the record, please?
Mitchell Cantrell.
Mr. Cantrell, I must inform you that you have a right to be physically present in a courtroom for this hearing. Do you want to continue today over Zoom, or would you like an opportunity to be physically in a courtroom?
I'll do the Zoom thing.
Okay, sir. Also on the call is defense attorney Daphne Bradfield. She's here to give you legal advice and negotiate plea deals on your behalf. Sir, would you like to use her services today? If the court imposes a cost for her services, it will be $5.
Yes.
Madam Clerk, what is the plea offer made from the people? I'm sorry, Ms. Bradfield, you have the plea offer.
Oh, okay, I will tell you.
Oh, okay, I didn't know you had the plea offers too, Madam Clerk, go ahead.
Okay, they want him to plead guilty to ticket ending in 453. And the other ticket that was on the offer, it was already closed.
Okay, so it's a plea as charged for operating more visibly impaired, it seems, Ms. Brett.
Correct.
Is Ms. Horn in the courtroom?
No.
She stepped out. Do y'all need me to call her?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me give her a call.
All right, Mr. Cantrell, I'll send you and your attorney into a confidential meeting room so that she can discuss your case with you.
Okay, thank you.
Hit join. Sir, on the iPhone, can you hear me? You have to unmute your device so that I can hear you. Mr. Dox, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Give me one moment. Let me bring your client in. You're on Marcel Kendrick? Are you on?
Yes.
People versus Marcel Kendrick, case number. One second. 202-84326, count 1, driving while license not valid, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Mr. Dox, can I get your appearance and P number for the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. P number, Quentin Dox, P number 79657, on behalf of my client, Mr. Marcel Kendrick, who is appeared via Zoom and consents this hearing via Zoom.
Thank you. Mr. Kendrick, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Marcel Kendrick.
All right, this matter is set for a pretrial counsel. There is a plea offer. The court would accept a plea to a failure to display, dismissal of the remaining matter. It appears that the Secretary of State has imposed two $45 license reinstatement fees, and there is no bond applicable. Do you need to go into a breakout room with your client to discuss the plea offer?
Your Honor, we actually have a motion to suppress evidence in the circuit court, and the results stemming from that will also affect these tickets right here. We're asking.
Circuit court.
I'm sorry.
When is your motion hearing in circuit court?
That's a good question. We have a hearing May 5th, but it's scheduled for an in-person hearing, evidentiary hearing, and they, of course, do not know when they're going to.
So here's what I'll do. I'll adjourn this pretrial to May 21. That'll give you time to see what happens in the circuit court, and then you can reconvene on the 21st, and then you can decide what you want to do on this one then, okay?
Thank you, Your Honorable Staff.
So is the 21st of May at 8:30 a good date for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll adjourn this pretrial for May 21st, 2021 at 8:30 in the morning. Your client's bond and conditions are continued. Anything else for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're welcome. That concludes this matter. Everyone have a great day and stay safe.
You too now.
Ms. Bradford, you need more time?
No, actually, I came out on my own. I'm trying to see if Ms. Horn in the courtroom.
She's not. You may need to reach out to her via text or a call.
I will. Okay.
I'll send you back in with your attorney, Mr. Cantrell. I know you need more time.
Yes.
In fact, I'll extend the time in the breakout room to 8 minutes for you.
Okay, thank you. Join.
Madam Clerk,
Yes, Your Honor.
are there cases that have dismissals attached to them? I can call them on the record while defense counsel's in the breakout room. I believe was Brittany Carruthers one of them.
Okay. Yes, that's a dismissal.
I'm gonna.
Let me just check the folder.
Ms. Carruthers, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, this is People versus Brittany Carruthers, case 203-983-061, charges no insurance misdemeanor. Ms. Carruthers, can you state your name for the record, please?
Brittany Carruthers.
All right, Ms. Carruthers, the people are moving to dismiss this matter. So the court's going to dismiss your matter at this time. Give me one moment and I'll see if you have any outstanding fees associated with this.
Okay.
Okay, you have no outstanding fees and this case will be closed out since the people are dismissing it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great day. You stay safe.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Omar King is a dismissal too, Your Honor.
Okay, he hasn't checked in, but I'll make the.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No, I think that's it. Just Omar King and
Madam Clerk, while we're waiting on counsel to get ready for the case, can you send me a copy of what you sent Ms. Bradfield on Mr. Cantrell?
Okay.
In case I need it.
Ms. Horn should be on her way there soon.
Okay. Can we proceed with another case?
Oh, yeah, definitely. If you want to bring Mr. Cantrell and put him in the waiting room, that's fine too.
Sir, your device is still muted, sir. You have to unmute your device.
okay, Judge, I sent it to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Cantrell, I'm going to place you in the waiting room so that your attorney can speak with the prosecutor, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Let me bring in Mr. Cradis. Let me see if he's ready. No. Let me bring in Travell Kelly. Mr. Kelly, are you ready?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly, I apologize.
No problem.
Versus Travell Kelly, case number U581400920. Charges employee. Case number 207-08608, count 1, unregistered motor vehicle, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Ms. Kelly, can you state your name for the record, please?
Travell Kelly.
Ms. Kelly, I must inform you that you have a right to be present in a courtroom for this hearing. Do you want to continue today over Zoom, or would you like an opportunity to be physically in a courtroom?
I want to continue today.
Also on the call is defense attorney Daphne Bradfield. She's here to give you legal advice and negotiate plea deals on your behalf. Would you like to use her services, ma'am? If the court imposes a cost for her services, it would be no more than $25.
No, thank you.
Okay, give me 1 second. Madam Clerk, is there a plea offer for Ms. Travell Kelly?
Yes, it is. On the U ticket is plea as charged, and on the ticket ending in 608, count 1 and 2 will be dismissed.
Okay. Madam Clerk, can you send a copy of the U-ticket to the court, please?
Okay.
Ms. Kelly, the plea offer, you tender a plea of guilty. Ticket U58140920. Plead guilty as charged to that. You would have to admit, one moment. You would have to admit that on December 20th, 2020 at 3 o'clock in the morning in the city of Detroit that you interfere with the government employee performing their duties in the city of Detroit. If you plead guilty to that, your remaining tickets, the unregistered motor vehicle and the no insurance would be dismissed. Do you understand the plea offer, ma'am?
Yeah,
Let me,
so what,
Ms.
I'm sorry.
Let me finish what I have to say and then
Oh, okay, go ahead.
the interfering with the government employee carries a maximum penalty of up to $500 fine plus court cost and or 93 days in the Wayne County Jail. Do you understand the maximum penalty? You're muted, Ms. Kelly. Unmute your device, Ms. Kelly, so that we can hear you. Okay. Do you understand the maximum penalty on the charge, ma'am?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Sure. The interfering with the government employee is a misdemeanor. It carries a maximum penalty of up to $500 fine plus court cost and or 93 days in the Wayne County Jail. Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yeah, I understand. How much is that? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You have a couple of options available to you today. Option 1, you can continue your not guilty plea and set these matters for a trial if you are disputing these tickets. Option 2, you can tender a plea of guilty pursuant to the plea offer. Do you understand your options, ma'am? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I have a question. So if I don't plead guilty to that charge, what will happen to the other 2 tickets?
So your choices are you either continue your not guilty plea on all of these matters and set
Okay.
matters
And
for trial, or option 2, tender a plea of guilty pursuant to the plea offer.
okay. And how much is that ticket, the interfering ticket? Well,
it carries a maximum penalty of up to $500 fine plus court costs and or 93 days in the Wayne County Jail.
I really don't want to. Okay. I'll take the plea offer.
Okay. Ms. Kelly, if you can raise your right hand, I will swear you in. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can lower your hand. And your name for the record?
Travell Kelly.
Ms. Kelly, it's my understanding you wish to waive your trial rights and tender a plea of guilty pursuant to the plea offer. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you give up your trial rights, which include the right to have the prosecutor prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt? You give up the right to testify at your trial and witnesses appear on your behalf. You give up the right to be silent at your trial, not having violence used against you, and you give up your right to an automatic appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you are currently on probation or parole, tendering a plea of guilty could impact your status? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything other than this plea offer to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Ma'am, I draw your attention back to December 20th, 2020, 3 o'clock in the morning, location of 21541 Pembroke in the city of Detroit. At the date, time, and location, ma'am, did you in fact interfere with a city employee in the official, while they were performing their official duties?
Yes.
The court, satisfied with the factual basis, will accept your guilty plea and will dismiss the remaining matter pursuant to the plea offer. Ms. Kelly, anything you would like to say prior to the court imposing sentence?
No.
Okay, give me one moment, please. Okay, the court will impose a fine of $50. There are mandatory court costs in the amount of $190. And on the driving, the license tickets, the Secretary of State has imposed two $45 license reinstatement fees. $330 is the total amount due. Are you able to pay that, Ms. Kelly, or do you need community service for the court-imposed fines and costs?
I'm able to pay it.
And when can you have the $330 paid off?
How are you guys accepting payments?
You can pay it online at the 36th District Court website. You can visit a DIV-DAT, D-I-V-D-A-T payment kiosk. They are located throughout the city of Detroit. There is one outside of 36th District Court, or you can pay over the phone. Would you like the telephone number?
Yes, hold on one second. Okay, I'm ready.
855
Uh-huh.
798
Okay.
1547.
And you said that total was
It is $330. When can
$330.
Yes, ma'am. When can you have that paid off?
I'm going to pay it this afternoon.
Okay, so you just have to pay it by the close of business today, okay?
Okay, and that's 5 o'clock. And you said it's two $45 reinstatement fees for the Secretary of State.
That's included in the $330 that I gave.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I won't have to worry about going to the Secretary of State and taking care of that.
You pay it when you pay your tickets.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Anything else, Ms. Kelly?
Nope, that's all.
That concludes your matter. You have a great day. You stay safe.
You too. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ms. Bradfield, do you want me to bring in Mr. Cantrell?
I gotta talk to Ms. Horn.
Okay. Ms. Horn, do you want to, do you want to dial into the courtroom via Zoom? Or how long will this take, Ms. Bradfield?
It shouldn't take long.
Okay. I'll send you to the breakout room then.
Thanks.
Ms. Horn, I'll need you guys to join the breakout room. Sir, I need you to unmute your device so that I can hear you.
Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I haven't been able to connect with Ms. Horn. So if there's someone else that I can speak to while I wait to address Mr. Cantrell's matter.
Okay. Did she say that she was going to Zoom in? Because I did send you all to the breakout room.
I was in there by myself the whole time.
Okay.
And I did call her on the phone.
I'll ask her to Zoom in.
Okay. This her calling now.
All right. Let's see if I can get you guys into a breakout room. Ms. Bradfield, are you there?
Yes.
I don't know if I should let Ms. Horn in this courtroom with that mask on. I just causing.
I got to see the mask. I got to see the mask.
I thought it was HBCU Friday. You know, I went to Michigan State. This is about as close as I got.
Right.
She's talking to, oh, I thought you were gonna start talk with Shannon now. Okay,
So I'll move forward with Mr. Keith Kennedy.
okay.
Mr. Kennedy, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is People versus Keith Kennedy, case SX38000051. Count 1, no operator's license on person. Count 2, limited access speeding. Mr. Kennedy, can you state your name for the record, please?
Q Shanara Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy, I must inform you that you have a right to be physically present in a courtroom for this hearing. Do you want to continue today over Zoom, or would you like an opportunity to be physically in a courtroom?
I want to continue today.
All right, sir. Also on the call is defense attorney Daphne Bradfield. She's here to give you legal advice and negotiate plea deals on your behalf. Sir, would you like to use her services today? If the court imposes a cost for her services, it would be no more than $25.
Yes, I will.
Ms. Bradfield, what is the plea offer that people have made for Mr. Kennedy?
These are state matters, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court would accept it. Madam Clerk, do you have the original tickets? And the courtroom is muted.
Hear me now?
I can.
Okay.
Do you have the original tickets?
Yes.
What is the nature of the charge for the limited access? Can you read that, please?
You're talking about for S, I only have one ticket, that's the XX38000051.
Correct. Count. What does count 2 read?
It's speed freeway 25 plus over. He was doing 85 and a 55.
Okay. Are you able to run the driving record on that, Madam Clerk?
You want me to scan it to you?
Please. So,
okay.
Mr. Kennedy, we might need the prosecutor in here, but let me look at the driving record and I'll talk with your attorney. If I need the prosecutor, we'll have to call them in. But I'm just going to place you in the waiting room really briefly, okay?
And Your Honor, I believe that was on the lodge, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, these are state matters, yes.
Thank you.
While we're waiting, let me see if I can get Mr. Craddock done. All right, Mr. Craddock, are you ready? Cortez Craddock? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. This is People versus Cortez. Case number SP1089277, count 1, driving while license suspended. SP1113568, count 1, improper plates. Count 2, driving while license not valid. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. SP1089277, obstructed vision. Mr. Craddock, can you state your name for the record, please?
Cortez Craddy.
Mr. Craddock, I must inform you that you have a right to be physically present in a courtroom for the hearing. You want to continue today over Zoom, or would you like an opportunity to be physically in a courtroom?
We can continue over Zoom.
Okay, also on the call is defense attorney Daphne Bradfield. She's here to give you legal advice and negotiate plea deals on your behalf. Sir, would you like to use her services today? If the court imposes a cost for her services, it would be no more than $25.
Yes.
Ms. Bradfield, what is the plea offer, Mr. Craddock?
The plea offer is he was to plead to ticket number ending in 568, count 1 and 2. They will be reduced down to failure to display a license and improper plates, and the rest of the matters will be dismissed.
All right. Mr. Craddock, I'll send you and your attorney into a confidential meeting room so that she can discuss your case with you, okay?
Okay.
Give me one moment. Hit join.
Ready, Your Honor.
We're back on the record on People versus Cortez. Cradieth, counsel, how are you and your client proceeding?
Daphne Bradfield, on behalf of Mr. Cradier, he would like to enter a guilty plea and accept the recommendation, Your Honor.
All right, sir, can you raise your right hand and I will swear you in? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can lower your hand. And your name for the record?
Cortez, Cradier.
Mr. Cradier, it's my understanding you wish to waive your trial rights and tender a plea of guilty pursuant to the plea offer. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you give up your trial rights, which include the right to have the prosecutor prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt? You give up the right to testify at your trial, have witnesses appear on your behalf. You give up the right to be silent at your trial, not have your silence used against you, and you give up your right to an automatic appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you are currently on probation or parole, tendering a plea of guilty could impact your status?
Yes.
Anyone threaten you, force you, do anything other than the plea offer to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Say that one more time, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
One moment. Madam Clerk, Officer Triplett, the courtroom is muted. Can you all hear me? Nod your head if you can. Okay. Madam Clerk, can you call the prosecutor for Mr. Keith Kennedy, please? Mr. Cradieth, do you understand that if you are currently on probation or parole, tendering a plea of guilty could impact your status? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, I will draw your attention back to September 18th, 2020, 5:22 in the evening. Were you operating a 2004 Pontiac, I believe near Plainview in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you doing so while your license was not valid? Strike that.
Yes.
Were you doing so while your license was not valid at that time?
Yes.
And was that vehicle at that time?
Yes.
Strike that. Did that vehicle have improper plates on it at that time?
I didn't have no plate on.
Okay. Counsel, you satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is well satisfied, will accept the guilty plea, will amend the license offense to a failure to display, will dismiss the remaining matters with the stipulation of probable cause.
You so stipulate, Your Honor.
Those matters are dismissed. Counsel, anything you would like to say in your client's behalf?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is currently unemployed. We would like to ask the community service and little fines and costs.
Mr. Cradieth, anything you would like to say on your own behalf?
No, ma'am.
You have pen and paper ready?
No.
Let me know when you're ready to write down the information.
Oh, no, I'm ready. I can put it in my notes because I can still hear you.
Okay. So on each matter that you plead guilty to, the court would have imposed a fine of $25, mandatory court costs of $190. There is a $25 attorney fee. $455 is the total amount due. If you'd rather do community service, that would be at a rate of $15 an hour. So that $455 translates to 30 hours of community service. Do you understand?
Yes.
Here's the telephone number to probation. It's 313-965-3414. You'll have to call probation and let them know you want to do 30 hours of community service, and they'll assist you in finding a location for that. Do you understand?
Okay.
The review date is 4 months from now. Write this date down. August 30th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. August 30th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. At that date and time, you either need to have paid the $455 or this court needs proof that you have completed the 30 hours of community service. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
have any questions?
No, ma'am.
That concludes your matter. You have a great day and stay safe.
Right, you too.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Are we ready on Mr. Cantrell?
Yes, Your Honor. If I could go back into the breakout room with him, please.
Sure. Mr. Cantrell, I'll send you into the breakout room with your attorney, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We're ready, Your Honor.
All right, we're back on the record on People versus Mitchell Cantrell. Counsel, how are you and your client proceeding?
Your Honor, if I'm not mistaken, there should be a dismissal for Mr. Cantrell.
Ms. Horn, the courtroom is muted. If I can get your appearance on the record, please.
There's also a future date for a show cause for this ticket, Your Honor, scheduled for May 18th, and we can get that date canceled off the system as well.
Okay. Ms. Horn, can I get your appearance, please?
Okay, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes, I think we were still muted. Tamika Horn on behalf of the people, P70303. And Ms. Bradfield is correct that we are moving to dismiss this matter. If it is reissued, it would be by complaint and warrant.
Okay. So the court will dismiss this matter. Ms. Bradfield, I'm looking for that May date. I'm looking at the ROA. I just see it's scheduled for a trial on the pre-trial on the 30th.
He received a notification in the mail.
Okay. And Mr. Cantrell, do you have your notification with you? I just want to make sure the case numbers match up.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the case number you have on that notice?
SP 111-24531 OD.
Okay. Yes, it is this case, so you don't have to appear on that May date. You'll only have to appear if the case is reissued, and you'll be notified if it's reissued, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right. That concludes your matter. You have a great day and stay safe.
Okay, you too. Thank you very much. You have a nice day.
Madam Clerk, were we able to connect with the state prosecutor?
I didn't. Do you want me to give him a call? Because I didn't know that you. Okay,
Yes.
let me.
I'll make some offers.
Do you want me to tell him to zoom in or?
I'm sorry. Who was that just spoke in the courtroom? Was that Ryan?
That's right.
I'll make some offers.
Yeah, you can have him zoom in.
Okay.
Because Ms. Bradfield, I can't make a reduced plea offer for Mr. Kennedy, so I'll connect you with the prosecutor.
Okay, thank you.
And I believe I sent you the driving record.
Oh.
Are we on good?
Nope.
No, I didn't. On cross-examination, I said, can you be honest with me? This happened 6 months ago. My guy's got a mask on. You picked him because he's the only person in the courtroom, right?